Hello everyone. Is my stream running fine? I guess. Let me see. Yeah. Nice. Chat. Okay. Moving to the live chat. Nice. Okay. Is it good?
I think my journey here has definitely been a roller coaster. Just a lot of.
Why are the dogs barking right now, man? Are you kidding me?
Revenge for the grand finals of Masters Madrid. I think they outclassed Sentinels today.
But we're here now, and that's all that matters.
J like the letter, I'm making several waves. I know the mission is same. Never gon' fumble it. I get the bag and I run with it. Gunning it.
Take one, 10's close up. I mean, it feels really good to be back at Champs. It's been a while for me.
Yeah, I played the first one, right?
Yeah, that's it.
How did it feel to win Champs?
But like the feeling like winning Champs is like, oh, like I did everything possible and I achieved it. You know, that feeling like, oh my god, like the weight come out from my shoulder like really heavy. It's nice.
Gustavo, I want to win a Champs. Yeah.
Teach me. Show me your ways.
I'm telling you, every time you win, you get addicted to it.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys got a taste after you won Masters, and you know how that feels. It's always like that. You always think that one is enough, but it's never enough.
It's never enough.
Never.
You always gotta win. You always chase the field.
Yeah.
Are you ready to win another one?
Yeah, I am. Are you ready?
I need to win my first. And then when we get to finals of the Champs, I'm gonna have Faker come out and sell the Sun bundle. Facing FPX, I know they always play like wonky comps. They play very confident and together.
我觉得Sentinels队里面最强的就是 Tens， 他在很早之前，我经常用他的准心以及灵敏度。这一次的对战我会非常珍惜。
Being able to live in the moment is the most important thing. If we start having fun, then good luck.
Fnatic 13-4. BLG, of course, it doesn't get that much easier after this.
就今天，我觉得我们虽然输给Fnatic输得很惨，但是我们会从中就是获取很多经验吧，然后把这些经验用来在对抗客户上面。
El estilo de Billy siento que es muy parecido al de nosotros, son un equipo bastante agresivo, que tiene un estilo muy de ir para adelante, como comer info y solamente ir para adelante. Y siento que es bastante divertido jugar contra equipos así y que ganan mejor.
Bro, I'm ready.
可能一条命对于我们来说，
Let's hop in, boys.
然后我们稍微犯一点失误，就会被对方抓住，所以如果你们能跟Fnatic打得一样好的话，那我们确实该回家了。但可惜你们不是。
FPX.
Wait, how far am I behind it? What the heck?
Sentinels.
I'm pretty far behind, I guess. Oh, there we go.
It's our first elimination match of the day of the event. You got Sentinels and FPX, and I'll be honest, I don't know.
He's got the cat ears on. That's all we can say.
Hey, maybe the vibes are good.
Handpick's attack on Bind.
You got Bind, Lotus, and if necessary, we'll be taking
Lotus, Bind, Lotus, and the Beast.
I need to see Sen's Abyss. I need to see them tested against an FPX team that honestly this they got a combos cooking. I think it's one of the best maps in their pool, despite the fact that they ended up losing it to Heretics. And their binds, they are clearly opting into. They think that this comp has legs. I think that, honestly, a lot of it is carried by that raw firepower and teamwork that they have, rather than the actual ideas of the comp. But at the end of the day, it's an FPX game. And sometimes the gunplay is all that matters.
I don't think they're going to change the comp. There's not enough turnaround time to do something like that, in my opinion. And I think they are committed to that idea. For Sentinels on map number 1, I think they can figure out.
I have a feeling
I think this was
Dance is going Euro. Let's see. Let's see. But I have a very great feeling that he's going to go Euro on Vine.
So the biggest thing is Sentinels' attack fundamentals need to be on point. If they can get extremity control.
Subverted easy FPX 2.2. Oh my god. That is cooked for real. What the heck?
And I think FPX might end up on the back foot there.
Yeah, I had agree with that. I think a little
Zekon 0 one time. Huh?
Maybe a slow take a shower so you can TP pivot would,
Oh my god.
honestly, I think
Let's not see the chat. They're wild. They are freaking
we'll
wild.
see if Sen ends up sticking with their old comp. They're going to switch it up so slightly. But
Chance going Gecko,
instead,
okay.
I'm not too sure, but still, it is the standard comp from what we're used to of teams playing, and this comp is good for a reason. It's the meta for a reason.
Wait, Sassy is playing Fade instead of Sky?
Week 4, they were trying out the deadlock on this map. They've moved away from that to now play just the default 100 Thieves comp here. This is the match that Sentinels, I think they need to win map 1. Come out with strength. If this is a close, drawn-out affair against FPX, it's going to be hard to tell if this team is really
Omen Viper versus
Sassy's one of the
Bream
4 players
Viper.
who has won one before, but FPX have to feel so powered up watching the other teams.
With Chamber, oh wait.
Trace make it to playoffs as a number 1 seed. And
Oh, okay, Sentinels does not have a Sentinel. Sentinels does not have a Sentinel, okay, bro. Let's go, boys. I just need a good match here. I don't care
Thanks so much,
who
Hanson.
wins.
We've got a banger of a match for you guys teed up right now. Dre, there isn't a ton of story between these two teams, but when you think about the individual path that they've taken to get here, it's vastly different. FPX seems like they're on the up and up. Meanwhile, the Sentinels feel like they're on like a tragic tumble.
Yeah, I mean, they started off great in the year, and then it was just like a slow burn where they slowly just faded and faded. And FPX, yeah, you're 100% right. They've looked great, especially internationally, taking Heretics the distance, not only in Shanghai, but here as well in Seoul. So this is going to be a banger match so far. And honestly, this Chamber, Autumn, he was so good with the Operator and that Headhunter last time around. So expect big things out of this guy.
He's already on the move. Look at that aggressive line he's taking.
Super aggressive, trying to get ahead of that Viper. But poised so far from Sentinels.
With Berlin over his shoulder, he creeps up further and
Ooh,
further.
he wasted all his Headhunter, wait. I mean, he's not a waste, but...
On the attack side of this opening best of 3.
But he used all the Headhunters.
Tempered approach.
Yeah, and I think they understand that, you know, FPX's history on the defensive sides of almost every single map have been a weakness for them. So if they don't drop early like that and give FPX an inch, they might be able to get a big lead here.
Seems like Sassy's making a little bit of noise here. He's dropped the Haunt, he's dropped the Prowler, a lot of noise B, but it's actually the first kill going the way of FPX towards A.
You can't do anything about that.
No, not at all. Berlin still causing problems. Hasn't taken a lick of damage. Now it's taking
Bro.
Autumn is on the prowl.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Berlin once again, 1 bullet, 1
Okay,
kill.
yeah.
All members of Sentinel starting to crumble, starting to fall apart. This pistol seems to be going the way of the
2v4.
defense.
It's
I
still
mean, they're
winnable.
completely surrounded, Dre. They've got every single corner
No.
with threat. FPX gets the first.
God damn it,
Absolutely
man.
constricted into U-Haul and Short A that entire round. Autumn,
me 1
showed some
second,
pop
boys.
shots. Short A, like you said, flanked around Showers, but it was Berlin who was the difference maker, spamming through the smoke in the beginning. He smelled something fishy in the waters. Something was amuck. Look at that. As soon as that Viper wall comes up, he's just spamming to hopefully get that lurk, and he does it. And this flank from Autumn, I mean,
pretty
it's the
bad.
power of the Chamber. And already, you're going to see that he has an outlaw in the mix of things. That weapon can be so deadly in the right hand.
Okay.
He was looking very good on the Operator, so I imagine he's going to be hitting some nice shots here. And for Sentinels, yeah, it's been rough. It's been kind of disastrous, right? They
Bro, how do they keep losing the pistol rounds, man? I don't get it. 4 men on it.
On their last 3 series, their last
And they're
match was
pushing
against
A.
Cloud9 back in like July, early July.
That's unbelievable, right? They're Madrid winners.
It's just been such a fall from grace, and it seems like that's just a story for Sentinels, right? Like, they get to Madrid, that's their peak, then they turn their attention toward trying to qualify for Shanghai. Obviously, they don't make it. On the other side of Shanghai, they're looking really good, like 5-0 or 4-0, something like that through stage 2, and then again, we're back on this downward trajectory.
Yeah. It's been super rough for them, and this start has been super rough as well, but let's see what they can do. It's some faint pressure right now from tens towards B long. No one to reciprocate on the side of FPX.
And again, I think a lot of discipline out from FPX. You're absolutely right.
I mean, you said it, right? You said when you watched FPX play against Heretics, you said I think they figured out their defensive sides.
Seemed like it, yeah.
And so far, I like the way that they're taking this approach, not taking too many risks.
Prowler's out. It's going to push Life off the line with a Guardian. But he's just able to take just a little bit of a step back to reinforce position. Now with heals being dug in, they're going to have to deal with what Sentinels are doing. Zekken and Tens are getting a couple, but again, the superior weaponry out from the defensive side continues to cause problems. John QT and Zelsis, the only two that remain. Yeah, they got the spike down. I mean, Zelsis has a molly, John has a spit. And there might be a shot at this. I just don't know if there's going to be enough delay.
Super tough. I mean, that molly does delay for quite a bit, but that Omen Paranoia was too strong. Young cleans it up, but honestly, a very nice approach from Sentinels. Getting the spike planted, getting damage done. Could have definitely been worse for wear for them.
Yeah, for sure. That could have gone infinitely worse. But I mean, I do think you mentioned it. Berlin hit a really nice Paranoia as soon as they tried to retake control of Showers, and that was really all they needed. And yes, there were a couple of nice shots out from Sentinels, but the utility at the end and the numbers advantage that the defensive side had was just too much.
Most definitely. And that approach from Sentinels was so slow. Uh-oh.
Technical pause.
We didn't make it very far.
Well, I mean, while we're in this tech pause, I can talk about that slow approach that Sentinels just did.
Take your time, because life is reclined on the stage right now. So, I mean, be as verbose as you want. We're paid by the word, so by all means, take your time.
If only that was true, Doug. If only that was true. We'd be millionaires up here right now. But yeah, that slow approach from Sentinels, it was definitely a cool thing to see, and it allowed them to just put doubt in the minds of FPX and the way that they approached the site, putting 2 smokes down and then actually getting those kills in back sight. That's something that's really hard to do when you have just a classic. So now in future rounds, they can be confident in that fight back sight.
And we'll see how that continues to play out. I think you mentioned, oh, we're right back into the action. Nice, that wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
Hopefully a good sign of things to come. You mentioned the slow approach from Sentinels, but I want to go back to what we were talking on the previous round, and yes, it's only been 2, but I really like how disciplined FPX have been off of the feints that Sentinels has tried showing.
Yeah, they're definitely trying their hardest to not give away any freebies. That's been the demise of them in the past.
Yeah, Orb scooped up early in the round. And again, silence across the map.
Yeah, it's so quiet. Only an Omen smoke being used. Orb was gathered, though, from Life. Pretty good. It will be a contact play here in B-Long. Second will be the forefront, along with Tens, the 1-2 punch.
Got to be cautious here. An Outlaw, and then you've got 3 rifles, and then just a Sheriff. So if FPX are able to convert this bonus, this snowball would be huge.
Yeah, this would be massive, and it would be so detrimental to Sen, who I feel like are such a team that is based off of momentum.
Young's moving. He's on the hunt. Sasi looked like he was a bit asleep at the wheel for a second there.
Yeah, he definitely got caught sleeping at the wheel right there. Maybe looking at the mini-map, but it's a walk.
Oh my god. Oh
my goodness.
What in the world was that? That was so fast.
Nasty stuff. A lot of players there just go for the double outlaw. With the switch to the headhunter, it's instantaneous.
I had bad flashbacks of like the chamber meta.
Oh, 100%.
And so now Sentinels off of that, it seemed like they made a little bit of noise. Hey, again, trying to threaten the opposite side of the map, but now quick rotate back B. You've got Lysor who's here. You still have a trip that's currently down, but the wall goes up. Utility through. Zekken trying to find some space off the satchel. 13 seconds left. They're going to have to get there very quickly. Lysor's going to get another.
They don't have time to
I don't
plan.
know that there's a way for John to do this. There's no time.
It's done. I mean, all off of the back of Autumn. What a monster. Solo walking down I mean, forget it. You don't need a trip when you already take out 2 players.
I think Autumn did a lot of damage at the beginning of the round, but I think Lysor's got to have his praises sung there. He was
don't
on
get
the side by
it.
himself, if I'm not mistaken, was able to deal with
Ah.
seconds out. He got a spit kill with the other one. I don't even remember who it was on, but this is very dangerous for Sentinels.
Yeah, I mean, losing the bonus, it's a terrible feeling. But somehow, FPX just take it away, and Sentinels, they will have another buy. I mean, these shots were crazy. But yeah, so there is another buy right now from Sentinels. Very interesting. 3 Bulldogs on the field, and an ult play, that's why.
Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of this round. The success of the round is being hinged upon whether or not they can find value with the Thrash.
He's not even TPing.
Young's been detained, tries jumping around to save his life, and cannot. As Zekin gets 2 on the round. They've got the site. They should be able to get the spike down.
And that's upgrades now, too. No one here to thwart the plant. Lil bro will get it, that spike planted.
Spike planted.
And it's going to be a late flank from Autumn. Does the rest of the members of FPX try to go first here? Try to make a distraction, allow him to find a timing?
Yeah, with his ult, maybe. That's a tough thing you're going to have to deal with. Tens is holding the line, too.
Nice one.
Seconds got 3 on the round. Lysor had no shot there. And what do you do?
Oh, he whiffed.
Like that? Auto on the second swing will not find success.
Nice one. Nice round, boys. Nice round, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ah, finally. Holy crap.
He just jumps out for a second to get freebies.
Oh my god. Autumn whipped on his operator.
It got value.
That's unlucky.
Hit a guy in Cubby the entire time, so that was the cue to just speed up A short. And that's why they forced into the round. All of a sudden, they're right back into this thing, building up their own economy. And very important kills for Zekin to start getting some momentum. He had a
I don't feel like Graze is
he did.
fun like
he was sitting at the bottom.
he used to be, man.
17 across both maps. Just
Being
something
honest.
very uncharacteristic.
With life, he's playing Yoru.
But honestly,
Just
you got
noticed.
Autumn with
And
Autumn
Tens
line,
isn't
so
on
the
Yoru.
team angle down belong, but all of the noise, all of the firepower is towards A.
Yeah, Showstopper used as well. He's going to pop over the truck. Doesn't see anybody.
No, there's a lot of respect and a lot of space.
Ah,
from
very
FPX
close.
Right now. It's really nice.
It did no damage, right? Yeah, it did
Around
not.
this push and pull of dealing with the aggression, dealing with the firepower of Sentinels while also maintaining the space.
Right now, Autumn, he's so worried that there could be somebody in showers, but there's nobody there. Sentinels are playing all A short, all market area.
Again, the op will be a difficult thing to try to retake around it. The spike has been going off for a little while here. That Dizzy tag.
Nice flash, yeah.
Haunt doesn't quite connect on anybody there.
If they can't alleviate some of the short U-Haul pressure, it's going to be a problem. There's still one there. It's
Ooh.
beautiful timing.
Clean, bro.
Ion's left to his own devices. And there's no way you survive in a situation like that.
And this is a different type of Sen. This is the old
Nice
Sen that we
one,
know.
guys. That was so clean, bro.
They look
The
so
2 people on the
decisive,
side,
so
they were
much more
just holding it.
confident. They look more comfortable. I think that's the best word I can say. They tried mixing up their compositions in the last, couple matches they played, and it just didn't go their way. Yeah, they had a little success on Lotus with the deadlock, But on this map, the last time Sen played, they were running a deadlock solo smoke Brim. It's so hard to play, especially on the defensive side, when you only have Brim smokes on the field. So easy to bait out. So I really like this change going back to that 100 Thieves composition, the double initiator. And Zekin is the type of duelist that requires teammates to help him help throw utility for him to entry. This is why you saw Zekin struggle so hard on Ascent. There was no flashes for him besides Omen.
He does seem to be notably more comfortable, as the rest of the Sentinel squad does too, as you were talking about just a few moments ago. And I think as we see FPX call a timeout here early on in the first half, a lot of what we were just talking about around how Zekin he struggled tremendously against Gen G. I want to be careful because I don't think that was the reason why they lost. I think there were a lot of things that were going on that unfortunately didn't go their way. I think you look back at the last 3 matches that they've played, they've had one player go positive every single time.
Yeah.
So you've got one guy who's kind of treading water, kind of trying to stay afloat, while the rest of them are really struggling. And yeah, Zekin is unfortunately the most recent example of that.
Yeah.
But it has really been tough sledding for Sentinels these last couple matches across the board.
But it looks like they finally got their foot in the door here, bringing it within 1 round with a start that was looking really dominant from FPX. I don't think FPX was ready for that force buy from Sentinels. that thrash. That was such a big call.
And it worked out.
So risky.
Take a look at the purchase for FPX here. 2 rifles and a couple of sheriffs. Heavy lean towards A. Again, Lysaur's being asked and being called upon to hold B on his own.
Yeah, these last couple rounds that Sen have won, FPX has had a stack on the wrong site. Lysor should call for his team now that this will be a hookah crunch.
They're trapped in there. There's no real easy way out.
Ooh.
I mean, they have the superior weaponry in there.
Oh, okay, clean bro. Just know that there is one more there. Okay, yeah. Nice.
Barring a kill from Autumn, this will be a flawless round from Sentinels to tie us up at 3. And I think we talked just a couple of rounds ago about the snowball that could potentially be forming on the side of FPX. Look at it for Sentinels now. They've got money forever. They've got Tenz's ult that's back online. He had it, what, 3 rounds? 3 rounds ago. Sasi's got his ult online as well.
Zelsis is building up towards that Brim ultimate as well, getting the spike planter right there. He might even just go for the kill here.
Yeah.
They're going to use info to try to find out where Autumn is and feed the kill to Zelsis. That's why you see him treading. Goes. Even if he dies, he still gets it. So that's a W for Zelsis.
It's now 3 ults that they're going to have.
Yeah.
While Autumn's going to do his best to hang on to this rifle.
Yeah, he wants to keep this one for sure.
Question is, does he expect Sasi around the corner? No, he doesn't.
Nice round, nice round,
Throw
nice
the
round.
Initiators were tied at 3 apiece, and I think we talked a little bit about how FPX looked very comfortable. They looked aggressive at the beginning. You think about that showers push that happened from Autumn on the pistol and a couple of other things like that. Sentinels they've seemed to have figured out how to deal with that so far.
Yeah, they haven't been getting punished early on. This time, their executes are way more decisive, maybe because of the supporting utility that they have, you know, the ultimates most notably.
Sure.
I mean, those can give you a lot of confidence running into sight. And Sasi, he's such a good LAN player, man. When it comes to champs, when it comes to these big moments, he always shows up. So much experience.
I want to mention very quickly, Autumn has another op online. I think this is the 2nd or 3rd time. We haven't seen any value with it. Meanwhile, the dump onto A is ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
Got the Nightfall,
Okay.
You've got the Orbital Strike. You've got everything thrown towards the side.
Okay.
Berlin will ultimately fall as well. And I mean, we're what?
They're going to save
20
up.
seconds into the round, and it's done.
I mean,
It's a save.
Yeah, it was the same set play that Tens did previously with that Thrash, but this time there's follow-up, right? The Fade ultimate, the Brim ultimate, they got cooked to a crisp. It was a barbecue.
What the hell?
There's no way to
Even the
hold on to this
commentators are cooking them. What the hell, bro? Just chill, man.
And that's the power of this composition. There's so much utility once the execute actually comes through.
Sure.
FPX, they did a good job in the first 3 rounds of kind of dealing with that.
Bro, he's bunny hopping with Thrash. Are you kidding me?
For the side of Sentinels, so FPX didn't really have to feel all that power. But now that they feel it, I mean,
Ooh.
Zelsis just felt
Ish.
some headache there, huh?
They're just giving up their guns.
I mean, they have to save this operator, but it's going to be a full
Yeah, they're just giving up their
Yeah,
guns.
he's so clean with the op. He had 5 op kills in the last series against Heretics, and they stole that map away.
We just saw him get 2, and again, if my memory serves me right, those are the only 2 he's had all map.
Yeah, he's had some outlaw kills, but
There's that hit again.
Holy crap.
yeah, that's obnoxious. The Fade ultimate into the Raise nade. The Brim ult wasn't even required, but
Yeah.
why not, you know?
Adding insult to injury.
So the snowball's still in full effect for Sentinels right now.
Light armor across the board for the defensive side. I mean, Ayang's ult is online. Lysor's 1 tip away from his. And again, this intention on holding down B-Long with the op. There is a little bit more presence here, though. Zelsis is close by.
Bro! No!
Elbow is all it took.
Yeah, that first jiggle.
And then, honestly, that was such a bold swing out from Autumn, too. He was past the point of his TP at that point.
I mean, you got to make something happen, right? With that operator, him just sitting back in passive angles was not working for them in the last couple of rounds.
Oh no,
Across the
man.
board right now.
This is tough, man. This
Both the
feels like
controllers are
such a
down.
tizzy.
I don't know how they will get the
You're not
M2.
finding success on either side of the map. You're thrown into plan C, plan D of your approach.
And you have no smokes on the field right now. Berlin.
Ayo.
Took a little bit to get there,
Ayo.
but he gets the kill. Life. He might get a 3rd into this round. But it's Berlin to clean it all up. And that's off the back of that aggression from Autumn's operator. I mean, worst case scenario, Autumn there, like he peeks there, no one's there. He has all the info for his team. They're able to cheat over towards the A site. So I like him stepping past the TP. You have such an advantage when you're peeking riflers with an AWP. And you got to play to it.
Lysar was close by 2, if I remember correctly. So even if he does, for some reason, not win that, there's a chance for the AWP to get picked up and then, you know, kind of reset on the round. But now it's on Sentinels to try to slow things down. They're going to burn their first time out of the map and see what sort of adjustments are there. I mean, again, Autumn should have that AWP online going
Okay.
FPX, but for Sentinels,
Till the time I is done, I'll be back. I need to.
FPX seemed to have a little bit more momentum their way, but Dre, I'd love to get your thoughts because that felt like that worked because of picks on opposite side of the map.
Yeah, and it was on both controllers as well.
Yeah.
So the change for
the
change for Sen will probably just be, okay, let's use utility this time and just take control of either showers or take control of B-Long with utility to find out if the operator's there, because he's gonna TP away. Like when you playing against a chamber, you want to use utility to find out where he's at and just push him back. Make him use that rechargeable. And then in that window of time, that 30-second frame that you have, you can come up with a plan and formulate if you want to hit on the chamber while he doesn't have any mobility and any TP to get it to escape or whatnot. But also this timeout was mainly to ice FPX. You know, Sentinels, they won 4 in a row and they just got stopped with picks like you said. Okay, it's fine. Let's use utility, don't get first blooded, and just run into an execute. The executes of Sentinels have been unstoppable so far.
Yeah, when they've had the ults that they can kind of put together, it's been devastating. Quick note here, Autumn has repositioned. This time trying to hold the line on A short.
We saw him take the same pathing on the pistol round, and he did meet Zelsis here previously.
He's going to have a lot more to deal with here. Berlin is with him. They just had a Prowler clear out showers.
There it is. Push him back, and now you can overwhelm.
If they want to commit to it. And
Nice!
exactly what they're going to do. What a shot out from
Oh my god, they're getting
staying alive through the decay and through the damage and
nice.
into another.
I mean, an absolute madman, and he gets punished for it, though.
Holy crap.
Zelsis not falling for any of those shenanigans.
Oh, it stings so down. All members from FPX.
Bro, just TP, bro. Just TP, bro.
And Sentinels have cut noise.
Only one smoke to work with, and they decide to smoke off U-Haul, and that might be detrimental to them.
Yeah, almost getting punished.
They should have TP'd, man.
That second smoke causing a little bit of problems. Berlin still had an angle to play around. Look at the health bars on the members of Sentinels are so weak.
But Tenz, he picked up that operator. He might be able to work something with this, work some magic.
Come on, bro.
Tenz magic.
Yeah, this smoke is interesting too. It gives them passage out if they decide that they want to flip the map, but hanging on for now. 20 seconds left in the round. A little bit of presence in U-Haul. You've got Zelsis who's starting to creep forward. Fretting on the plan.
That was a clone, bro.
Time is running.
Nice shot, brother.
Shot will connect, but with 10 seconds left, how much more can you do? Can you buy enough?
Ah, come on, man.
Yeah. Too many angles to look at.
Yeah.
FPX.
Come on, Joe.
That was insane, though, from Autumn and Short. The fact that he even got 1 kill there. I mean, the poise that you have to have when all that utility is being smothered onto you, and to still just be in the zone like this. I mean, he's tethered. I mean, it's chaos on the screen. That is not an easy thing to do by any means.
No,
a lot of players crumble in that moment.
Yeah, to ignore all of the noise, stay focused. I mean, we can have the same conversation about Ayang, who was able to track second as he went, but back into the next round we go. A pit already invested down B-Long.
And the whole purpose of this is to kind of force.
Oh, Autumn is holding hook. Okay. I was like, why was it there when they were going to do Viper's pick?
Yeah, and that 3-man fighting squad that you were just talking about had taken a lot of space down showers. It seemed like they wanted to try to fight there early on. They don't meet a threat, but you can see what the intention is for FPX early on.
And it's so hard for Sentinels to entry into these sites knowing that you have to go against these operators.
Bro,
holding down showers on his own.
How are we just getting killed like that, eh? Come on, Sentinel.
He almost got 3.
Zelsis was able to see that smoke come. Oh my gosh,
Okay,
little in and out.
I don't know.
Tenz all alone.
this round and the last couple of rounds, to be honest, this tens is, as you mentioned, you know,
No,
1v4
no.
or borderline unwinnable one. The crazy thing about that too, very quickly, we went
Going
into that
bad
round
for
with FPX
us.
at 5 ults. They just obliterated Sentinels without having to invest just one. They invested Lysors at the beginning, but that was it.
Yeah. The ult economy has been insane for FPX, and when you're Sentinels, when you see a team has 5 ultimates, that's why you saw that slow approach in the previous round, where like they're just tapping the spike consistently. They're trying to see and bait out any type of thing. But FPX, they just held on to him. I mean, they're not going to use them unless you force them to.
They might try to go fast here. They've got a lot of presence towards A short. Zekin is a stinger, and he has his ult online.
You've seen Autumn in these moments, though. Oh, he's going to get punished this time.
No!
Oh, no! It went right past him! What a shot from Autumn! Again, delivering! Very similar hit to what we saw before.
Nah. Nah, that's cheating, bro. No. Oh my god, Yoru got hold, dude.
And he saw every single member, Doug. That's why he's taking all the space on the flank. This is so nice from Life.
The problem is, he's the only one playing contain here. And it seems like Sentinels are intent on rotating away.
Yeah, they're anticipating this. Like
Man, I'm not happy with that, bro. I'm not happy with that.
Anticipating this deep of a push. All the way down B long by the fountain.
I mean, neither side is making any noise.
Oh,
that flash.
But he's
and
out.
it's a TP away. But it's just enough misdirection. Look at the pings on the minimap now.
Yeah.
Like we heard him. He's got to be around. Where is he?
It's so scary. It's a horror game.
Oh, 35 seconds left on the round. Sentinels seem to have chosen the right site.
30 seconds left.
Most definitely.
Still winnable 4v4.
It's all up to Life here. I don't know if you can
Their operator is down.
You might find a timing. Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Again, the only smoke has been invested. The flash is so pretty.
Oh
Life
my.
gets another 2.
Is Sentinel's ping high or something? What's going on, man? Oh.
Tens wasn't ready for that. I don't think they heard that at all.
I mean, Berlin TP'd into that. You're absolutely right. He was so far ahead of everything else.
Oof,
Now
clean
Zelsis
the
is left
assist.
in a 1v3, able to find the first. The
Oh
PK
my
on the
god,
second
anti
will
bro.
not connect.
It's all
The
good.
defuse comes through as
It's all good, it's all good. We'll come back.
Just absolute madmen in the server. Life, he's all alone on site. Has a nice flash lineup for himself. John QT gets caught out in the open. But the second follow-up, how are they getting away
Bro,
with
how
this?
did his ulti go?
The spacing is just not quite there. It's almost like Sentinels are just lining up for these guys. And look at this. Somebody needs to come out earlier there and help John.
Dude, the rocket. I mean, you can see the frustration on Zekin's face there. The rocket just humming right past Autumn.
That ultimate, it can be so hard to land sometimes. And even when you think it lands. Yeah, and even when you
Bro,
think it
I'm
lands,
saying it is shit now. They completely broke the character. Like, she's like almost unusable.
Sentinels, FPX responding with a bit of their own. And the chamber ult used right at
Oh
the
my,
very
he's directly picking on them. Oh my god.
This is so bold.
Oh, what a punish.
So reckless. Life with 3 on the round, and Berlin cleans it up. Again, man. How many does this guy have?
The 3K spray down?
Oof.
I would love to get a replay on that. That was absurd.
Surely we're going to get a look
Phantom
at it
OP.
again. Life has just been ridiculous these last couple of rounds. Again, an 8-4 half the way of FPX. You can take a look at these highlights and think over them a little bit longer. We'll be right back.
Oh, come on. Trade in any phone in any condition guaranteed and get $800 off the new Galaxy Z Fold 6. Only on Verizon.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I do not like the way it's going, man. Just being honest.
into the action we go. FPX with the 4-round lead. I mean, we can talk about life and the ridiculous rounds he had, the 3Ks, the 4Ks that he had to close out the half. Autumn had some ridiculous moments as well. Trey, what do you feel like is the issue here for Sentinels?
I feel like Sentinels, they're trying their best to play together in those moments when they're peaking together, but it's either too far apart or too close together, and that's why you're seeing these multi-kills. They're giving time for FPX, who have incredible aim, by the way, to either, you know, adjust and snap to them or just collect them. You know, so it's such a weird thing because it's not like they're not doing things together.
Right.
They're trying to. It's just sometimes the timing is just not there, and they need to figure it out, and they need to figure it out right now, especially on these retakes on the defensive side. It's going to be crucial.
The spacing seems to have been an issue. I do think you're absolutely correct. We'll see what the defensive side looks like. Again, 5 rounds in a row to close out the half for FPX off of heroics from a couple of individual members that were just having their way with what Sentinels was throwing at them.
Come on, guys.
We will see if that is any different going into this round. As we head into the pistol, you've got 4 classics in light armor on the side of FPX. Meanwhile, full ghosts for Sentinels.
Very interesting buy here.
It's interesting.
The death ball approach for sure.
Yeah, take a look at Zekin's position. He was for the longest. I mean, he's still back in spawn, waiting for any noise, waiting to be as reactive as he can be, as quickly as he can be, because this is very decisive out from FPX.
Let's go. Come on.
What a fade eye! It was perfect. John's getting online. Zekin on the swing out, trying to find a little bit more. As
Oh, no. Okay, John was stuck.
Berlin, those two in tandem, just pushing their way forward.
Yes!
Trying to bow over
Nice.
Sentinels, and it's Autumn who cleans things up. Seconds left alone. He's trying to tuck down 22 HP. It's someone over the top.
Yes! Let's go!
Zekin with the 3K in the round.
Oh my god. Pistol round that we needed. Let's go.
I thought when he ran out of CT alone, he would get punished for it. But no. He just cleans it up. Sneaks right behind. Right here is when I thought it was going to be wraps. But just sneaking by on the reload on top of it. Autumn. Poor guy's been having such a good game, but just didn't guess right this time around. He went for the jumping classic. Yeah, he knows he got away with murder right there.
Yeah, he did. But honestly, I mean, you mentioned Autumn. He had a 2K there, a 3K on the round, if I'm not mistaken, with a little pixel angle.
It was
over tuna. It was nice.
It was a very cool strat. I mean, that's why they bought the classics. They isolated, cut the sight in half. The classics were good in all those fights, all that close range.
Just not good enough to get him over the board. So Sentinels win the second half pistol. No investment on the side of FPX.
Yeah, not too crazy of an investment for the side of Sentinels either. You have 2 Spectres, a Stinger. Yeah, you have an Outlaw and a Bulldog, but I mean, going into the next round, you don't really have much to work with, I feel like. Great molly.
Very nice indeed. Autumn just continues to
He's
find
unreal.
success, man.
Nice one.
I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he keeps getting
Ooh,
away
Autumn
with
got
it.
one.
Just chamber things, man.
Oof. Nice one, boys.
So, a weapon
Oh, wait,
upgrade
Berlin
for
got one.
Berlin, who's
Okay.
now got the Bulldog in hand and left in a 1v3.
Oh, he's getting ran at.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah.
No room is safe.
Zelsis with the spray and pray Stinger. Intuition was on point. He's had a lot of smoke spam kills so far in this map. A lot on Autumn.
And again,
Ooh.
shot. This kid is so insane.
We're in it. Let's go, boys.
They are in it now with that. I mean, only 2-round difference here.
Yeah.
And
from the Vibes merchant himself.
And you know how I was talking about how it was a light investment in the previous round? Look at this now. You got 2 Phantoms, one on Zekin, one on Zelsis.
And the Bulldog and the Outlaw.
And it's aggression, too.
They've got something to work with here. Sentinels very far up a short.
Oh, yeah. That fade eye. Been really impressed so far from Saucy using some of these lineups that he's had. I mean, that pistol round one, that was really big. This time around, he gets info on market area. And Sen decided to back off, re-clear showers. But Autumn, he waited that out, and it's going to be a little bit of a battle here. Could have been.
Meanwhile, you saw Life grab that ult towards Belong. I think that's going to be a key part of how they try to approach these later rounds on the attack. Have Life go in, create as much havoc as possible, get info. There's so many ways you can play around a Yoru ult.
Yeah, and his kit in general. He left a clone there, and they're actually going to lean back towards A, I believe, and use that clone as a feint for the hit.
Yeah,
This is some very cool stuff.
There's a lot of presence here. I mean, oftentimes you see a fake and it's 1 or 2 members, but I think they can send it and then they go through TP, they head back towards showers.
Yep, and the problem here is if Autumn doesn't win this 1v1, it gets thwarted.
And that's exactly what happened. So now what, do they try to reinvest back towards B?
I think they have to full commit. The spike is all the way up base short. Saucy, he's just gonna delay right now.
Things have been thrown into disarray. I thought Life was gonna try
Let's
to
go!
Yeah, that's a spike, that's a problem.
He's so
Nice.
smart.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Dre. If that kill goes the way of FPX and Showers, they have
Nice
so many
one.
things at
Nice
their
one, boys.
disposal. But that goes down to lost Showers control.
It
And
will
the
guns
Spike is in
upgrade
this awkward,
also.
Like, well, do I go up A? Do I TP back B? Or are you guys gonna come to us? What's the play?
And I get it. I know Autumn's feeling himself right now. He wants to take that 1v1.
Yeah,
but
sure.
There's no downside to just waiting, holding an off angle, and waiting for your squad to come up and run in with you and get the trade instantly. So a little bit of a mistake there. Maybe just getting a little bit too overconfident in that moment. Because, yeah, as soon as he drops right here alone, I mean, that's a very risky peak to take.
Yeah. On an off angle like that too, I mean, that's tough to win. It doesn't really matter who you are.
I mean, you just wait for your team. The worst case scenario is you trade, and then you have the site for free. But the setup on the strat was really nice from FPX. The execution just wasn't quite there. Great job from Sentinels to clean that one up. Ooh.
No.
Oh, you're in trouble.
What's going on right
You
now?
gotta get out of there.
Okay, at least he got
Second's not
traded.
able to stay alive, but they're trading out from 10 is nice. Life now down. Ayong has a rifle.
I mean, taking every single timing possible. Look at this.
Yeah.
All the way through. In spot. Oh,
Oh,
Celsius.
nice
He
one.
read him like a book somehow. That's so rough.
Yeah, very clean shots. Berlin wasn't able to do anything there. You know, we saw this a lot when FPX played against.
Holy crap. How did he kill him, eh?
Invest into Ayong.
Oh my
It
god.
doesn't really matter who it is that has the hot hand or what it is that's going on. If there's a hero rifle, be it the Guardian or the Vandal, whatever it is, it often goes into his hands, and that's the case here.
No, Celsius. Come on, bro.
Celsius the only one. Close
Oh,
five,
he
gets
survived.
cleaned up. That's an open sight. Stays alive so far. The Molly to buy a little bit of time as two reinforcements again. The 2 remaining members.
Oh,
of
nice one.
Sentinels trying to get over as quickly as they can. 1 for 1. There's not a lot of time.
Nice, let's go.
He cannot.
We're back. We're back.
Yeah, Saucy
Nice.
cleaning it up there. Fade ultimate online and available. Nice stuff from Sentinels to weather the storm. That was that quick showers and short A push. Zelsis, he is on point right now with his intuition. The fact that he turns around in time for both those scenarios. I mean, he almost gets caught right there by Autumn.
Yeah.
But Autumn
Under
just couldn't
showers.
settle the shots.
Yeah.
And then the Phantom pre-fire spray. That's the advantage of using the Phantom in scenarios like this. And that's why you see him vibing up there.
Yeah, we talked about it in the arrival interviews. We
FPX, because a confident Sentinels, I mean, that's not a team you want to play against. They can be Titans. We've seen it.
Yeah.
If you get them going, they will destroy you.
Well, I think on the other side, you know.
Damn it.
Fine line that you always have to tread. And it's a really good sign for Sentinels fans out there that they're playing in this way, because I feel like you watched the last couple of matches, you know, they really haven't had that same spark, that same, you know, motivation. Even in the reactions of the players, it's looked very serious, like you said. Now they look a lot more loose. And I mean, considering the scope that Sentinels as an organization are under by themselves, right? It's a lot of pressure that amounts onto you. Being lighthearted can be a way to weather that.
Yeah, alleviate a little bit of it. You see Autumn's ult online. Heavy lean towards B. There's no showers presence. There's no B
Life is
presence
going
at
to
all.
ulti up.
Now we're going to see live salt for the first time.
3 members here, though, from Sentinels.
That knife ult's really good. That's going to tag a lot of members. Berlin's already dead.
Yeah, 3 spam kills.
Nice one.
I mean, Life went out to get info, but His teammates crumbled around him.
I mean, no chance, really. Just spam across the board.
I mean, look at where the spike is. It's out. There's
Oof,
no way for
clean
him to
times.
recover it.
Center looking so good right now.
Yeah, but this also feels like a plan that was poorly executed on the side of FPX.
He has up.
I mean, sometimes it's just rough. I mean, Jordan Zelsis, he's had so many smoke kills so far.
Oh my.
What a shot. Oh,
Okay,
he
nice.
almost connected onto that one.
Nice one, boys.
He'll clean it up along with Zekin, the 1-2 punch.
Right. It can get scary sometimes.
But yeah,
Holy crap.
Zelsis, I mean, if we have a smoke kill counter on this map, he's had at least, I swear it's like half of his kills.
Yeah, he's gonna
7 kills at least.
I'd love to take a look at that round again. I mean, we'll see.
Look at this.
We'll see some of the plays.
Oh, okay, that was just.
Or some of the kills, excuse me. But, you know, so Life goes out with his ult, tries to get a little bit of info on site. As soon as an rifle comes out, we saw Berlin TP forward.
Yeah, that was.
And he was the one who had the spike and just dies out in the middle.
Dan's
of the
messed
site.
up the
And from
flash.
that point forward, there was really no way for any sort of Octagon presence to come out onto the site. The spike was in no man's land, and that's where it really felt like the round fell apart.
Yeah, I didn't catch that TP from Berlin. That was so insane. I mean, that was so risky.
And you see where the risk did not pay off in this instance. Autumn again.
Nice one.
But man, is it gone cold.
Jeez. The contact approach from FPX, it hasn't been working. They need to just do an execute at some point of this half. Try to get the spike planted, at least.
Well, but you gotta think about it though, Dre. It feels like
Wait.
we think about FPX and the crazy year that they've had. I want to take us back to Shanghai.
Okay, so utils are gone.
So
All the
excited
utils.
was how FPX played their attacking
I'm
side,
confused.
particularly how they played the entire map.
Yeah, with all the smokes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right, there were double pump fakes, there were triple pump fakes. I mean, they played everything so beautifully on the attack side. And yes, there was some like heavy exec rounds, but that didn't really feel like their DNA.
Yeah, this contact style has just not been working for them so far. I mean, look, another just
Oh.
walk into the crosshairs that are trained on them from Sentinel.
And Zekin's able to tuck back in
Ah,
and stay alive.
bro.
He out with his ult, not gonna
It was
count
his
on
third
anything.
rose or what the
This delay is just so difficult to navigate. I mean, they've barely made it out of short at this point. They haven't really gotten U-Haul. They haven't really gotten a ton of space at all.
And if you look at the ultimates, there's still so many online and available for Sentinels. Look at that. Life is done.
Ah, he got all dead. Well, they got the plan though.
He's done.
That was so good round, man, though. But he got the plan.
Sentinels are definitely at the cookout. And Tens, he didn't even have to use that Thrash. He has that available for another retake if he wants or an aggressive play, but they don't really need to do anything. Them just holding off angles has been the key to success. Look at this. 2 different off-angle kills, and then what? It's 5v3. You have full confidence in your squad of the retake. I mean, Tether right there. Life can't